Debbie, Chalk Pretty Things. Tonight we're going to work on this beautiful Sylvie Chalk Couture surface. It's a 12 by 18 board. It is a chalkboard surface and it's reusable and it's just beautiful. I love the Chalk Couture boards. They are just such quality materials. Last night, if you remember, we did the suitcases, which had little sayings on them. Let me get one or two. This one said work hard and then play hard and then escape the ordinary. So we were kind of talking about travel and doing things, taking journeys of a sort. So tonight we're going to do this transfer that says, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And while those aren't the exact words that I always use, I really believe that in order to accomplish anything, you have to take that first step and then you have to keep on taking one step at a time. And you will eventually get to the end of that journey, or you'll enjoy the journey in one way or another. So as long as you keep on stepping, you're making progress towards your goals and you're better for it if you just keep on moving forward. So that's something I learned, I live by, whether it's doing yard work every week. I know that if I skip a week, I won't catch up, I'll fall behind. Same thing with laundry, same thing with my education and my goals in my job. I just want to keep on learning, keep on moving forward. So I think this is a very, very fitting saying, and it's going to look great on this Sylvie board. So let's get started. If you're new here, please say hi. I'd love to know where you're from. If you've been with me before and watched me, thank you for coming back. I welcome you back, and I'm glad that we're able to chat some more. So these are the Chalk Couture. I'm an independent designer for Chalk Couture. They sell reusable silk screen transfers, and this is one of our larger ones. Well, not the largest, but one of the larger ones. And they are sticky on the back. So you want them to be sticky because you want them to stay on your surface, but you also want to reduce some of the stickiness the first time, and probably depending on what your surface is, most of the time that you use them. And if you're using them on cloth or fabric, you wouldn't. But to reduce the stickiness, all you need to do is stick them to a towel or a shirt, anything that may have a little bit of lint on it to reduce the stickiness. This is the Chalk Couture fuzzing cloth, and that's what I'm going to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay it down on top, peel it off, and I'm going to do this several times. And while I don't want to get rid of the stickiness altogether, I do want to reduce it to reduce the wear and tear on my surface and on my transfer. If you have it sticking very firmly to your transfer, to your surface, if it's a painted surface, it could chip some of the paint up or some of the wood up even. This Chalk Couture surface I'm not really worried about because I know that it's flat, it's not painted, and it's a quality surface, and it's not going to raise. Sometimes when you paint a surface, it will raise some of the fibers up as well, and this is not the case on this, but it's always a good idea to wax your surface to reduce some of that wear and tear. And while this isn't really necessary on this surface, I'm going to go ahead and wax it anyway, because when you wax it, when you put a thin layer of wax down and you make a mistake, it makes it a little easier to remove that mistake. So this is just our surface wax. This is the Chalk Couture brand. I'm going to put a little bit on a cloth, and I'm just going to lightly wipe it across my surface. It won't change the surface, it won't change the color or anything like that. You just want a light coat on there. And I can kind of see this on here. Maybe I'm going to heat that up just a little bit. Let me heat that. Oh, and I also do want to pin my comment to my video just so that you guys know what I'm using tonight. Post it. Sticky. So I did make a little chalk link, chalk cart link for this project today, but I don't have it in the sticky note yet. I'll go ahead and post that in a little bit. I'm going to post this comment just to tell you if you have any questions or you want further information, what you can comment on, and I will update that when the live is over. Okay, I'm going to heat this up a little bit. The wax, I am seeing a little bit of it on here, and I really want it to kind of disappear. So I'm just going to try and make this a little bit more liquid, just so it's not streaking as badly. Okay, I do kind of see some streaks, but I think we'll be okay. And be careful with your transfers. They do stick to themselves, and then it could be a problem. Not really a problem. If it sticks and you can't get it undone by working with it gently, you can always run it under water in a sink, and it should unstick. Okay, I want to get this on here straight and without any bubbles. It does look a little crooked here at the bottom. Trying to straighten it out. The nice thing about these transfers is that they are repositionable. So if you don't have it on there correctly, you can always pull it back up and move it around and get it the way you like it. Okay, that looks better. Now, this silk screen, the letters and the design are cut out of silk screen, and you want to make sure that you don't have any air bubbles around the silk screen, and that the edges around the silk screen are down flat and they're stuck to the surface. Now, if you have any air bubbles over here in the green area, you don't have to worry about those too much unless you feel like it's throwing your design off in spacing. So I'm just kind of rubbing around it, making sure it's all down, and it looks like it is down pretty good. Let's see. Looks just a little crooked to me though. Let's see. Let me try one more time. looks good. Whoops. I think this is the most time-consuming part, is just getting it straight. Okay. Okay, once again, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I don't have any bubbles around my silk screen. Make sure it's down flat, around any areas where I'm going to be chalking. And that looks good. Okay, so this is our Chalkology paste. This color is bright white. You want to stir it up a little bit when you get it. It should be the texture of sour cream or yogurt. And I'm just going to, it doesn't take a lot of paste, but I am going to dot some around just to make sure I can spread it easy. We have squeegees. This is the small squeegee, but we also have this larger squeegee. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try it with the larger squeegee first and try to smooth it out. All you're doing is spreading the paste over the silk screen areas and trying to get everything covered. And with this large squeegee, it's just pretty quick. Boy, this large squeegee really covers a lot of area quickly. Hi Jenny, how are you? I'm going to go ahead and put the excess back in the paste and the jar. And I'm going to go ahead and get some of the extra off that's kind of caked on. Smooth it on. Smooth it over. And then I kind of like to look at it and see if there's any lines that I can smooth out so there's not any ridges. And there is. Now this chalk paste does dry very quick, so I'm going to go ahead and see if it'll lift up. I don't want it to dry in the silk screen. If it does dry, it won't stick to the board. It'll come up with the silk screen. So I am ready to peel already. So we're just going to kind of do the peel and reveal, and I'm going to peel it a little at a time so that I can check it and make sure I have good coverage. If there's anything I need to repair, I can do it at this point. Actually, I don't like that Y very much. What could have happened is it could have dried in the silk screen. So I'm just going to wet my finger with a little bit of water, not a lot, because it could cause it to bleed a little bit. So I'm just going to wet it, and then I'm going to peel it up and see if it looks better. Much better. Okay, and I do have a little bit of bleeding on that, but once it dries, it's really easy to repair that. I don't like the way this, actually maybe I can just add some more paste to this. There's a little area right here, or either it's stuck in the silk screen, or I didn't have enough paste. Yeah, that looks better. I'm going to pull it down. I can add a little more paste right here on this B. Pull down. So if there's anything that you see needs to be repaired, you can just put it back down and it'll go right back where it was and fix it. And there's a little bit right here, and also the name at the bottom. Okay, let's see if that does it. Okay, as far as my transfer, I'm going to go ahead and put it on a towel right now before I clean it. And I'm going to go ahead and spray it right now to get the cleaning process started. And then I'll clean it in a minute. All right, guys. I still have the corners on my board, but I'll take those off. So this is our project right now, and this is all I'm going to do to it. I think I've got a little bit of bleeding right around the Y. And when it dries, I can just flake that off. I also have a little bit of chalk paste over here on the corner, and that will flake right off also. But I think this is a great stain. Look how crisp that is. Doesn't it look great on this board? Once again, this is a reusable chalk board. It's a Chalk Couture surface. It's a 12 by 18 Sylvie. And I just think that looks incredibly clean and crisp. So a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. One of my philosophies in life. And I think it goes great with our little suitcases. Just go, work hard, play hard, and escape the ordinary. So we've kind of completed our little travel set of transfers. But I love it. What do you guys think? Would this be a good reminder in your home that every step you take has a meaning and can help you towards your goals? I live it. I think it's wonderful. I want every one of my steps to lead somewhere purposeful. So I do love it. And this is it. This is my project for tonight. Very quick and easy, just like all the Chalk Couture projects are. Sometimes you might want to embellish a little bit. This one I think stands alone and needs nothing else. So that's my project. If you love this project, go ahead and hit the heart button. If you know of anybody you think would like it, please share it with them. Make sure you like and follow the page. If you want any information on any of the products that I used, I'm going to go ahead and post a link to everything I used as far as chalk. Well, actually, everything was Chalk Couture products tonight. In the chat, it will be a Chalk Couture link to the shop, but you can add, remove, delete, change, modify. I guess change and modify are the same thing. Anytime, make it your own. If you want this to be in bright blue paste or yellow or pink, you could do that. If you want to make it multicolored, you could do that as well. But I'll post that right now before I get off or as I get off. But I hope you'll join me again. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was a short one, quick and easy, but I'll be back tomorrow night for another fun one. Thank you so much. Bye.